Let me just go live on TikTok so I can include them in the clarity challenge. You know, the new year started 2 months ago, 2 months and 1 week ago. And this challenge was all about helping people to gain clarity for the new year. People that feel like there is more to life. So people that want to pursue their purpose in life. That's what the 5W Clarity Challenge was all about. And so I come today just to summarize the challenge in a nutshell, because of course I cannot go back over 30 days of this challenge. So what I'm going to do is summarize this challenge. And when I say 5 W's to bring clarity, it's who, what, when, where, and why. That's what the 5 W's stand for. And like I mentioned before, it's one of my signature coaching packages, 5W Clarity Challenge. Who, what, when, where, and why. This has been so instrumental to the people that I coach. And first of all, I want to give kudos to, I think it was my 5th grade teacher that introduced me to who, what, when, where, and why. It was a language art class, I believe that's what they used to call it, language art. So we had to do a lot of reading. We had to do a lot of reading and writing. And with that, she taught us how to build characters, who the main character were, why. Thank you. Oh no, that's AI summary. So yeah, who the main characters were, why they did what they did in their roles, what were they doing, when they were going to do it, and all of that good stuff. And can I tell you, that has followed me down through the years in my life. So I just want to share a little bit about it with you as I turned it into coaching. Help me to coach and to guide my clients. And everyone, no matter what your profession may be, everyone should have coaching. As we know, every great athlete have coaching. Even little kids have coaches, athletes and singers and dancers and writers, somebody to coach you, hold your hand, guide you along the way, and all that good stuff. And I am here to help coach you into clarity. I do coaching with non-judgmental. I help to guide you in the right direction. I am also a solutionist. What I do as a solutionist is help people find the answers to their problems, whatever the situation may be. I don't find your answer, but like I said, I help you by coaching you and guiding you in the right direction. So don't do life alone. You don't have to do life alone. You can do life with someone that's going to hold you accountable, someone that's going to point you in the right direction, someone that's going to be a listening ear for you, to help you to see another perspective. And so with that being said, I want to go right into the summary of the 5W Clarity Challenge. And on this challenge, I challenge the people that follow the 5W Clarity Challenge. I challenge them to find out who are they for this year. What is God calling them to do in this year? Why is God calling them to do it? When is God calling them to do it? And where is God calling them to do it? By the way, I am a Christian life coach. So all of my coaching is Christian based. So I want to, again, summarize the 5Ws that will help bring you clarity for this year on your journey, whether you are changing jobs, whether you are looking for a new career, whether you are a parent, or whatever the case may be. And, you may just be one of those people that say, who am I? What am I called to do? You may know what you're called to do, but why am I called to do it? And where am I called to do it? So I want to help bring some clarity for you if you are one of those people. So the first W within the 5Ws Clarity Challenge is who. So your who is your spiritual identity, not just your role or title, your spiritual identity. Authenticity flows from knowing who you are in Christ. Do you know who you are in Christ? Come on, engage me. Please engage me. Your gifts, your personality, and experiences shapes your divine blueprint. So you are unique. You are wonderfully and fearfully made. All the gifts, your personality, your experiences help shape your divine blueprint. We are not carbon copies of each other, of other people. No, we are not. We are unique. And so sometimes people will try to change their personality to fit in. You don't have to change your personality to fit in. Clarity begins with embracing your full identity. You are chosen, equipped, and called. So if I had to say, who am I beyond my role, beyond my title of a life coach, beyond my title as an apostle, prophet, doctor, who am I? First thing I would say, I am a child of God. I am someone that is called. I am someone that is called to help others navigate through life. That's beyond the titles that I have, because each title warrants something different. But within all those titles, I come back to the same thing. I am one that is called to help navigate others in life, to bring impartation to others, to help others receive clarity on their journey in life. So that's your who. Who are you? Come on, engage me. Put in the chat box, who do you think you are beyond your name? Beyond Dr. Karen Proctor, who am I? I just told you. So who are you beyond your name? That's the gist of the who. Now I want to move on to what? What? What are you called to do? What are you called to do in this season of your life? What are you called to do in 2026? Is anyone going to be brave and put in the chat box, what do you think you are called to do in this season? Thank you for the rose gold mic moment. So you guys follow gold mic moment here. Moments. You can go ahead and follow his page as well. Let us support one another on this journey. So we're coming to the what in the 5W Clarity Challenge. Your what is your current God-given assignment? What's your assignment? Are you clear on your assignment for this year? Or are we going to just spin around? We want to become clear on our assignment for this year. It flows from your identity and spiritual burden. What are you burdened with right now? What is laying heavy on your shoulders? What is laying heavy on your heart? When you find out what is laying heavy on your shoulders and on your heart, it is a clue to your what? Your assignment. Your what is also helps you to answer the question, what am I called to do right now? What am I called to do right now? We're not talking about tomorrow. We're not talking about 2027. Let me put it that way. We're not talking about 2027. We're talking about now. We are in the now. What are you called to do right now? Do you need clarity on that? What you're called to do in 2026? Is it to write a book? I just released my first book for 2026. It's not my first book, but it's my first book for 2026. So that's part of my what. Part of my what also for 2026 is to coach. I have 2 signature packages that I'm doing coaching from in 2026. And it's a given that part of my what is to continue in the ministry that God has called me to. So can you see how your what matters? It brings clarity to your journey. Defining your what brings focus, strategy, and authority. Let me say that again. Defining your what brings focus, strategy, and authority. See, we can't be all over the place. It's not good to be all over the place. No, you have to define your what. What is your current God-given assignment? The book is called the 5W Clarity Challenge, and I'm going to drop a link where you can find the study guide. I'm going to drop a link that you can find the study guide. So we need to define our what to help bring us focus, because we don't want to meander around 2026 like we are lost. We are not lost. We are all called for a designated purpose. Your assignment matters. It help you to build with precision. Do we know what our assignments are? When you know your what, now you can build with precision. You're not just putting a block here and throwing a block there and tossing a block up here. You're building with precision. So I want to move on to number 3. in the 5W clarity challenge. It's win. Your win is God's timing for your assignment. And I like to say that's a Kairos moment. It is the time in which God put his stamp of approval on it. You may know your what, but your what does not tell you when. It just tells you what. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Tells you who you are. Now you know what you're going to do. You know who you are. But now that you know what and who, now we commingle when. Your win is God's timing for your assignment. Moving too early or moving too late creates unnecessary struggle. Not only unnecessary struggle, but it creates a chaos. When you step out too fast, you miss it. When you step out too late, you can miss it. But when you're on time, when your win is clear, that means that you're on time. So take for instance, you're a writer, you are a singer, you are a dancer, you are a teacher, whatever it is, a baker, and you approach a situation before time, it can cause a disaster. All that hard work that you put into something, building that thing, all that hard work, but now you step out too fast, it's a disaster. But when you step out on time, everything is going to work out in your favor. That's when. Discernment, patience, and prayer helps you recognize divine timing. Did I mention that I am a Christian life coach? Yes. So hence the reason why you hear me say discernment. Discernment is one of the 9 gifts of the Spirit. So your win helps you, discernment helps you to know when. When you have patience, patience is a fruit of the Spirit. When you have patience, you can wait for your time to step out, to do whatever it is you're called to do. And prayer. Prayer is communicating with God. When you pray, he hears you, God hears you, and he answers you back. So when you pray, it helps you to recognize your divine timing. When you move in God's timing, grace, favor, and alignment flow. Imagine that. Grace, favor, and alignment flow. So it's like, in other words, you have all your ducks in a row. Everything is perfect. Every T is crossed. Every I has a dot on it. That's when you move in God's timing and not your timing. Sometimes we get so anxious, but we ought to be anxious for nothing. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything with prayer and supplication. Sometimes you're so anxious. We as people can become so anxious till, we step out at the wrong time. So when is very important on your clarity journey. If you are not clear for 2026, that's okay. We're just on the 6th day of March. We have some time to become clear for our purpose for this year. Your win is not a delay. It is preparation. A lot of people don't like to prepare. And oftentimes we see other people doing things and we figure, I need to cast my net in that. I need to become part of that. But here's the thing. Do you know how long that person has been preparing for their launch? Do you know how long that lady been practicing her dance routine? Do you know how long that person was in a vocal coaching session? Do you know how long that person was in a writing class before they release and launch that book, or whatever it may be? So your win is not a delay just because you see others doing it. Maybe it's their time and not their time. So someone here says, Ashley says now. Oh no, it say invite now. I'm sorry, Ashley. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying your win was now. Yeah. So your win is not a delay. It's a preparation. Your win may be now. I'm just going to piggyback on that. Your win may be later. But the object is to be in God's timing. That's your win. To be in God's timing. I was telling some people the other day concerning the book that I just released, Rise and Shine, It's Praying Time, that I've been picking that book up, putting it down in terms of writing the manuscript, picking it up, putting it down for a couple of years. And I just decided, enough is enough. And I said I was dragging in terms of putting it out. But as I'm speaking, I come to terms that I was not dragging. I was not delayed. I thought I was. As I hear myself speaking, I realize the win for that book was now. The win to release that book was now, in spite of. So your win may be here now. It may be later. The fact of the matter is, when do you release? When do you walk in purpose? When do you walk in that purpose? In God's perfect timing. Now we're going to go to number 4 in the 5W Clarity Challenge. And that W is where. Your where is your God-assigned place of impact. Your where, that's profound right there. Your where is your God-assigned place of impact. So everybody have a place where they are impactful. And so because my friend goes to Mexico and launch something there, doesn't mean that's where I am to be. We have to be clear of where God is calling us. When we are clear where God is calling us, then that's our place of impact. You can make the most impact when you are in the right place. So, I'm sorry, your where makes the most impact. Your where, when you become clear. Your where may be a social media platform. Your where may be a different geographical location. You may be in Florida, as I am. But for what I am doing, My where may be New York. Your where may be in your local community. Your where is very important to your clarity, your purpose. So let me just ask a question. I like engagement. Are you clear as to where your God assignment is to make impact in this year? And then, also your where can change. But we're talking about for this time. Is there anybody that feels that you are where you're supposed to be and that you're making the most impact on where you are? I'm looking for some feedback. Is it anybody that still needs clarity on your God place of impact? Well, I'm going to keep rolling. Placement is strategic, not random or accidental. Your placement is very strategic because God is a strategic God. He's not a random God. And because we are made in his likeness and in his image, we ought to be strategic with our placement. See, you can be, I'm going to use a school teacher as an illustration, just a teacher, period. You can be a teacher, but your placement shouldn't be random or accidental. It should be strategic according to what you studied for, what your gifting may be. You may be a teacher in a high school, a middle school, a college, university. You may be teaching in a big major corporation. You may be one of the trainers there. Teaching, training is interchangeable. So just because you are a teacher does not qualify you to teach anywhere. It doesn't. It's strategic. So your placement is strategic, not random or accidental. The right environment activates your assignment. When you are in the right environment, it activates your assignment. I don't know about you, but I can speak personally to this. I'm only excited in certain places because in certain places I am called to do a certain thing. And so when I am in the right place, it's like the room lights up because I am right where I am supposed to be on my assignment. Now, if I try to take the stage as a singer, guess what's going to happen? Wonk, 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 wonk. Because I'm not a singer. I'm a teacher at heart. I'm a life coach at heart. So if I try to go and take the stage to be a dancer, it's not going to work. You got to be in the right environment to activate your assignment. So some people feel like, hey, I'm gifted and I'm going to take it to the world. That's good. Take it to the world. But you got to know your environment. You got to know your placement. You can't just be random. The wrong environment drains your grace. The wrong environment drains your grace. See, we have grace. Grace is favor. So we have grace to do what we call to do and what we are called to do in the right environment. But the wrong environment, you're not going to get favor there. You got to be in the right environment. So here's one of the things we can do. Ask God where he wants to position you in this season. Pray. Talk to the Lord. Ask him, Lord, where do you want me to be in this season? Sometimes, like I said before, your where can change. Your where can literally change. I know my where has changed over the years. Still doing the same things, but I'm doing it in a different place. And I'm making more impact. See, I knew when to shift. When the impact left, and me being divinely connected to God, I felt it in my spirit and I heard the Lord say shift. And so when I shift, I'm doing the same thing that I'm called to do, but I had to reposition myself. So your where also helps you to reposition yourself. So where are you called to be? Where do God want you to be in this season? One thing for sure, two things for certain. God don't want you to be all over the place. He wants you to be clear as to where he wants you in this season. He wants you to be clear so that you can flow in your purpose. Hear me? So that you can flow in your purpose. Where God places you, he provides for you. Woo! I know that all too clear. Where God places you, he provides for you. So I'll say it this way. Wherever God guides, he provides. God guided me to where I am, and God is providing for me. Just a little bit of my testimony. About 15 years ago, I was laid off from my traditional job. Laid off. My director had no clue that I was going to be laid off. Everybody was getting pink slips all over the place. Everybody. I didn't get a pink slip. Well, some people were given transfers to other departments throughout the county. Some people were transferred in their division. I didn't get a transfer. I didn't get none of that. Some people were getting pink slips. So I asked my boss one day. I asked him, I said, do you know anything about me being transferred or receiving a pink slip? He said, no, Karen, I don't know anything about that. I never heard of it. But the Lord God forewarned me. That's one of the things he would do with a prophet. I'm here as a Christian life coach, but one of the fivefold ministry gifts on my life, I was called from my mother's womb as a prophet. So one morning, just before I'm waking up, the Lord spoke to me in a dream, just as clear as day, showed me my name in my director's office on a, what do you call it? I've been out of that world for so long. On a spreadsheet, had columns, but the only thing that stood out to me was my name. I couldn't see nobody else's name. So God was speaking to me about me. Say Karen Proctor in one column. The next column say final. Next column say complete. So although I was not in that group, for months they have been doing that. Telling people about, their transfers within the department, transferred within the county, laid off for months. None of that came to me. But that morning, the Lord spoke to me. So about 2 weeks later, I was called to Human Resource to say that I got a pink slip. And the lady told me, she said, everybody was crying all day long from 9 o'clock this morning till now. Because I went after my time to clock out. So I clocked out at 4:30. So I went to human resource after that. She said all morning long, everybody fainting, everybody on the ground, everybody screaming, crying. She said, how come you are so calm? I said, because God already showed me. She said, showed you? He didn't tell me nothing. I said, well, I don't know, no offense to you, but I know who I am. The Lord say he does nothing in the earth realm before he reveal it to his servants, the prophets. So he revealed to me that where I was, time was up. So I couldn't scream like everybody else. I couldn't cry. I couldn't get upset because God showed me that that was not my where no more. That's not where he wanted me to be anymore. And so, as I said, wherever God guides you, he is going to provide for you. Wherever God guides you, he provides for you. And I am a living witness. 15 years without a traditional job. God just caused me to expand the ministry because he was calling me to build the school of ministry. So that's one of the things, because working on that job and being in ministry and taking care of a family, God gave me the grace to do it for that time. But he knew that season was over. So when that season was over, I was able to build the school of ministry. I was able to write. I believe I have 10 books now. If I was still on that job, none of these books would have came forward. I was able to build my coaching practice. I was able to, I think at that time I was working on my master's, but I was laid off, so I was able to go forward and finish my master's degree without any interruption. Years later, about 3-4 years ago, I know that God was calling me to a higher form of education to get my PhD. So guess what? I didn't have to worry about being on the job. I was able to study and focus and do my research. And all of that where God was calling me, God provided for me. Without that 2-week paycheck, I never miss a light bill, never miss a phone bill, never miss food, never miss a car payment, never miss none of that. Am I telling you I had money stacked up? No, I'm just telling you that God, this is where he positioned me for this time in my life. So guess what? Because he guided me here, he have to provide for me. It's just like every day, every other day, every week or something. God is sending the finances my way. Is it millions and thousands? No, it's not. But one day it will be. But he's sending me everything I need for such a time as this. So wherever God place you, there is going to be your grace. There is going to be your provision. You don't want to be all over the place because it's a new fad. This person is doing it. You know, we're living in a time of trends. So when this trend comes, everybody is chasing it. And then before you know it, that trend is happening. They barely got the chance to finish this trend because another one. So now they're chasing that. So you're just all over the place. You just all over the place. You got to be where God's put you. Where God put you. So Gold Mic Moment is saying you grow through what you go through, Apostle Proctor, and you help me grow. Thank you for sharing that, Gold Mic Moment. Iron sharpen iron, and man sharpen the countenance of his friend. And so I'm going to come to our last W in the 5W Clarity Challenge. I'm giving you a summation of it. I'm giving you a summary of it because I just finished on March 1st. I just finished the 30-day challenge. So, and like I said, I forgot to include the challenge on this platform. So I just want to sum it up for you, and I hope that I'm helping you. So the last W is why. Your why is the motivation behind your assignment. Your why is the motivation behind your assignment. You know, some people go to work, go to their jobs and say, I'm only going here because it pays me. I'm only going here because it keeps the lights on. I'm only going here because it feeds me. And so you really have no motivation. Before you get to work, you already talking all kind of negative stuff. Oh, I sure don't want to be here. Oh, the traffic is this. Oh, these people get on my nerves. You have already began to be negative. But when you are clear on your what, who, where, and your why, when you are clear on those things, I included why in there, sorry. When you are clear on the previous W's, then your why is the motivation behind what you do. Your why. So we want to move in purpose this year. If you did not move in purpose last year, don't let 2026 be a year that you do not fulfill your purpose for this year. And I hope these W's, it's giving you a little clarity how you can find your purpose for this year. Your why is the motivation behind your assignment. I know that I get motivated even when I'm tired, even when I don't feel like it. Because I know my why. My why pumps me up. I know why I am turning on the camera. I know why I am writing this book. I know why I am ministering to these people. So it motivates me. Even when I'm tired, even when I don't want to do it, I know why I'm doing it. So guess what? Motivation comes. I hope that it's making sense. Your why, it keeps you anchored when challenges arise. So even when you are challenged this morning, let me tell you, I was challenged because I was super duper tired until it just, I felt it in my body, but I knew my why. Why am I getting up? Why am I turning on this camera at 6 a.m.? Because I am called to bring the people before the throne of God early in the morning while the dew is still on the roses. So guess what? In all of that, I just had to inwardly pray, Lord, give me strength, give me motivation. And before you know it, when I began to open up my mouth, everything that I was feeling subsided. Your why keeps you anchored when challenges arise. Don't think because you know your purpose and you know who you are and why you're called to do it and where you're called to do it, that you're not going to experience this challenge. You will experience challenge, but your why will keep you anchored. I know why I am going here. I know why I am going to work. I know why I'm being coached. I know why I am being coached. Because I'm trying to become the better version of me, not the better version of nobody else, but the better version of me. So your why must be rooted in purpose, not popularity. A lot of people do things to be popular. Popularity wears off. But your why got to be rooted in purpose, not popularity. Because 1 minute people are pumping you up. And let's just take social media, for example. At 1 minute, we see people following these persons, these people. And everybody is sharing and sharing and sharing. 2-3 months later, you forget about that person until it comes to your mind. What happened to that man that used to say, Charles, your dinner's ready? They were popular for the moment. but they're no longer popular. You can't find them. So your why must be rooted in purpose, not popularity. Because see, after the accolades are over, you still have the stamina to keep going and keep going because you know your why. A strong why strengthens focus. Strong why strengthens your focus. That's that word clarity, interchangeable. When you know why, you stay focused. You stay in the boundaries in which you are called to. You're not everywhere. There's that word where. You stay focused in your boundaries and you stay consistent. When you know why you are doing what you're doing. When your why is clear, you can endure and finish strong. When your why is clear, you can endure and finish strong. So that's it in the nutshell for the 5W Clarity Challenge. And so we bring it all together with the 5Ws. They form a united clarity strategy. Who is identity? What is assignment? When is timing? Where is placement? Why is motivation? When all 5 align, clarity becomes powerful and actionable. See, these 5 have to align, and then you're going to receive clarity and you're going to become powerful and actionable. When they don't align, it's like you are on a shaky foundation. Alignment produces confidence. See, you can't be confident when you don't know why, when you don't know who you are, when you don't know what you're doing, when you don't know where you're supposed to be. But when all of these 5 lines up, all of these 5W line up, it brings clarity and powerful, and you become actionable. And so you're not hiding in the bushes saying, am I going to go now? Am I going to go now? Am I going to do it now? No. You're going to step out because you are ready. You are ready. Alignment produces confidence, momentum, and sustainable execution. When all of these 5 lines up, produces confidence in you, momentum, and sustainable execution. You are ready to move forward with purpose and precision. You are ready to move forward. You are ready. It may have been a lot at one time, but if you can try to find in your space, in your heart to receive what was said, then you can go over these things again and again and again. So we want to stay consistent. Stay consistent. Consistency is the bridge between clarity and completion. Consistent. Don't start and then fall off. That's why you need a coach. That's why you need a coach, somebody to hold you accountable. Consistency is the bridge between clarity and completion. We want to complete whatever our God-ordained assignments are for 2026. Discipline creates structure. When you have no discipline, there's no structure. Discipline creates structure. Rhythm creates the sustainability. Yes. Spiritual endurance creates strength. Remember I said pray, be in tune with God. So you are equipped to finish strong and stay aligned aligned all year long. You are equipped with these 5 W's. So if you need coaching, you can reach out to me, inbox me, and put clarity coaching, and I'll get back with you. Inbox me. I'll send you a link on how we can connect so that your purpose for this year will be clear. Your purpose for this year will be clear. And as I said, I just completed last week the 5W 30-day clarity challenge. And so I'm moving on from that for the people that participated, or even giving you an opportunity by coming here, sharing this with you, to go to the next leg with me. After you have been challenged, what are you going to do about being challenged? So my next signature coaching package is the 5W implementation lab. The 5W implementation lab. We are going to be implementing what we learned, and whatever your vision may be, whatever the vision God has given you. When you join the 5W implementation lab, we are building. We are not just declaring, decreeing. No, we are actually building, rolling up our sleeve so that the vision can come to pass. It's the 60-day faith integrated execution cohort. So you won't be doing it alone. It's a cohort. So it's 60 days in faith integrated. I have to apply my faith in whatever I do. 60 days. So inbox me, DM me if you want to know more about the next phase of the 5Ws. We're not doing the challenge anymore. We're going to do the implementation lab. 60-day faith integrated execution cohort. And this is for the woman who knows her purpose. Who knows her purpose. For the woman who knows her purpose but needs structure to live and build it consistently. So if you know your purpose, but you need some structure, you're a little bit all over the place, you want some structure, and you're ready to build that business, you're ready to build that family, you're ready to build whatever it is. If you feel like you're ready to build, you're ready to execute, I need you to DM me. Coach and clarity. Coach and clarity. And I'll give you the information for the 5W implementation lab. I realize to know it's not for everybody. I realize to know that I am not for everybody. I know who I am. I know who I'm called to. I'm not called to everybody. So I'm not here for the numbers. I am here for the tribe that I am called to. I am here for the women that knows their purpose, but needs structure to live and to build it. You need some structure. I am that person. I am that person to help you build. So when you DM me, then I can send you the other information that we can go forward. And I'll tell you when it's going to start. Well, let me tell you right now, it's starting April 3rd. April 3rd. So if you want to be a part, go ahead and inbox me. And so tomorrow morning, if the Lord's will and life lasts, I want to come back. Not tomorrow morning, but tomorrow noon, 12:30 afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. And I want to just do a little bit activation, a little bit of activation with you. It's not going to be long, but it's just to help to stir you up in your clarity for your purpose in 2026. So if this has been somewhat of a help to you, let me know. Let me know. Go ahead and drop it down in the comment section. I meant to put the link here for the 5W Clarity Guide. Maybe I can go back and post it. I'll go ahead and post it. So come back to my channel if you could, if you will, please. And I'll post the link where you can get the 5W Clarity Guide, a spirit-led blueprint for purpose, alignment, and execution. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate that. Come back in the next 10-15 minutes. I'll put a post there with the link where you can get the 5W Clarity Guide. So thank you guys for tuning in. I believe I saw Go Mike Moment wanting to come up. Go Mike Moment, are you still here? If you're still here, let me know. And if you want to come up and say something, you could. Let me know. I'm going to wait a few seconds. And after that, I'm going to end this live. Okay, so let me bring you up. This is the first time that I'm doing this, so you guys bear with me. I am kind of little leery of bringing folk up because I'm just learning. I'm learning how this go. So any person I bring up have to be in line with what I am doing. So here we go. Invitation sent.
Yes, how you doing, Apostle Proctor?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to have you here.
Yes, I want to know you. I want to let you know you're doing an amazing job, and maybe you need to reach out to some of the female organizations that could use your service because I mean your energy, it's amazing, and I mean you really take time out to explain what you're doing. And I'm a guy, and you keep saying it's for the women, so you're reaching out for the heart of the women, and I could feel, the sincerity. I could feel the authenticity, and you doing this, and I just follow you every day. And what you're doing is not easy. A lot of people just going about their life every
It's
day,
not.
but guess what you're doing? You waking up thinking about people who going about their life every day. And so everybody can't get that assignment. So don't say why me, say why not me, because God gave you that assignment, and you do it with a smile on your face. And I want you to know that everything that you're going through, God has rigged this journey in your favor. So you are going to win. And anybody that become a part of your assignment, they're going to win as well. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for keeping me going. And I always, when I go to work, I tell the people, hey, listen, how you doing? They ask me. I say, I'm among the living. That's something you told me. Hey,
Hey,
I'm glad to be among the living, regardless of what problems or issues I got. I mean, I could solve my problems and I could solve my issues as long as God, have that grace and mercy on me to wake me up for another day. And one of the things that I'm not going to wake up and do is I'm not going to wake up and the first thing on my mind is I pick up my phone and look at something negative that gonna start my day out with that. I wake up and I find out where I'm at. Do I want to go to this job? I'm going to find gratitude in it. So I'm not going to talk bad about the job, whether I like it or not, because it's something about that job that's paying bills for me. It's doing something. It's paying my kid bus service. It's doing something. So God, thank you for
Yes.
everything. So I get up and I find gratitude at the beginning of my day. Leave the phones alone, leave all these devices alone, and find out where you at in that day that God has given you another opportunity, to get it together and get it right. And for you to wake up as consistent. I'm not over talking my time because I want to respect the platform. Can I keep going, ma'am?
Yes, yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. And so, what I do is I wake up and I first of all, gratitude is my attitude. So I wake up in the morning and I find gratitude is something, like, thank God, thank you for this bed that's supporting me. Instead of waking up, finding like, man, I don't feel like going to this place. I don't feel, no, no, no,
Exactly.
no, 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 no. I don't do that. God, thank you for this roof over my head. Because when I was at work today, I passed by people that was homeless.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? God, thanks for this meal. Because when I was on my lunch break going and I had money in my pocket to get me something to eat, I seen a guy eating out the garbage or somebody eating out the garbage. So I
Mm.
go and I really find that gratitude. And then on top of that, that's something that you transferred to me. And also that you are very, very disciplined and dedicated to the women and men of God. And so, I think that it's the women organizations that benefit greatly from your presence, and from your experiences in life and your knowledge, and so I want to say thank you.
Well, I want to say thank you for that because, to be honest with you, I had not thought about that, about taking it to like women organizations. So thank you for that. And also thank you for your endorsement. It's as you're talking about the things I do, I take it as an endorsement. So thank you for that. And before we release, I want you to tell the people what you do. You have a platform, Go Mike Moments.
Oh yes, I have a platform, everybody, called Gold Mike Moments, and the purpose of me starting that platform was to give people a voice who didn't have a voice, and people who had a voice to have a voice. But because a lot of us go through this thing called life and we end up, ending up in that grave and never had a voice. And if I could take a gold mic and go meet people where they at on the streets, wherever they at, and give them that voice, and just that gold mic moment, you never know what to do for somebody. You
Yes,
you you
yes,
really
I
never
love
know
it.
what that do for somebody day who been ignored, who felt like the world been walking on them, felt like God wasn't hearing them, and felt like I'm just in it all alone. And then all of a sudden I come along with a gold mic and say, "Oh, here go your voice. You got a voice." And then they feel within themselves, you know what? I think I could make it just off that alone. So you never know the extent of what just giving somebody an opportunity where you have a co-creating experience with them and give them an opportunity to speak their truth. Because everybody want to speak their truth. So that's what I do with the goal. Might give people an opportunity to speak their truth. And now I done transitioned to another area of my life. Cause I'm with the what, wins, and whys and what you talk about.
Yes, yes,
So I'm
yes.
with you, sis. I'm with you. I'm with you. So one of the new journeys that I'm doing, I turned 59, but when I started, it was like 4 months ago, and I'm rapping now, and it's like I'm still dreaming. That's the name of my first project, Still Dreaming. It doesn't matter whether you young, old. Don't let nobody tell you to stop dreaming. Don't let nobody tell you how you supposed to live your life, what you supposed to do. You came to do it your way and your way only. You did not come here to walk around in this world with somebody else's head on your shoulders. Okay, so that's another thing I'm doing. This rapping. So I'm enjoying that, and it's a positive message.
Hey,
The message
listen.
is a positive.
You heard me say, I know what I'm called to do. And I said, I know I'm not called to sing. You just said rap, and I know I'm not called to do that. See, we got to be clear on what we are called to do.
Right.
When we are clear on what we called to do, then God leads, guides, provides, and all that good stuff. And we have grace for the space. Come on. We
Right,
have
right, right.
grace for the space that we are in when we are clear. But when we are
Absolutely.
not clear, we don't have grace for the space.
You're absolutely right. And you have grace for the space, and you got a love and a passion for the people.
That I do.
And
That I
that
do.
is so that's just I mean I if I'm never around you and I can hear yourself on a radio or any type of instrument, a computer, and you're not there, I will feel the energy and the love that you have for the people. So keep doing what you're doing. It's not in vain. I mean, you don't need a fan club. You just
No,
need God Club. You don't
that's
need a
right.
fan club. You just need God Club. And everybody ain't gonna get it. But don't be discouraged. You just keep moving because you are building momentum as you go on your journey. And thank you so much again. I can't thank you enough, but thank you again.
Well, thank you for coming and sharing. I appreciate that. I'm going to see if Culture Life wants to come on. I don't know if TikTok put this out or the persons do the invite, send an invite thing. I don't know. So let me know, Culture Life, if you want to join. We've been talking about the 5W clarity, to bring clarity to your purpose for 2026. I'm just going to tap the screen, and if Culture Life come up, then fine. If not, we're going to end and reconvene tomorrow at 12:30 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. I'm not going to be long. I respect people weekend. I got a lot to do myself, but I want to give you this last little bit of activation. Maybe you want to join the 5W implementation lab, the 60-day faith integrated execution cohort. So I'll catch you up a little bit. Let me try Culture Life. If not, I'm going to
I think you still got me up here. That's why you think you could have both of us up at the same time?
yeah, I've seen people with dozens of people up. I don't
Okay.
know if that's something that's automatically done. I don't know if that's something automatically done. Somebody can tell me. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just trying to learn this platform. So
That's
let me.
part of, hey, Apostle Proctor, that's part of you grow through what you go through.
Hey, I'm here for it. I'm not scared of a challenge. I'm here for it. Okay. All right, you guys. So I'm going to get off of here. Join me tomorrow if you are not busy. If it's possible for you to share this live, go ahead and share. I do appreciate it. Inbox, DM me, coach clarity, coaching or clarity. If you want to know more about the 5W implementation lab, the 60-day faith integrated execution cohort. If you want to know more about that, or you just want to know more about coaching one-on-one, yes, I have a few spaces. I don't have a lot, but I have a few spaces right now for one-on-one coaching. So DM me either way it go. Bye for now. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Gold Mike Moment, for coming up.
Thank you. Have a great night. God bless
You too. God bless you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And this is the part I guess. Okay.